Very soon, the wait will be finally over. In exactly 3 months, Mortal Kombat 11 will be out on stores, and if you want to start strong, you should prepare for it right now. Welcome to my 11 things you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11. Hey guys, I hope you guys had an amazing day. My name is MadDoggGames, and welcome to my first of many episodes of my beginner tip series. If you guys are new to Mortal Kombat and need to figure out how to get started and overcome the common problem new players face, then come check out this playlist. Before I go any further, if you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button to help support my channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Now, I do want to mention that this list is in no particular order. So with that being said, let us get started. Let us get the obvious one out of the way. The first thing you could do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 is to play NetherRealm fighting games like Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, or Injustice 2. And the main reason for this is to pretty much practice and gain fighting game experience, especially for those who took a long break playing them. I took a long break myself, so I would definitely need to go back and play fighting games again. Now, if you really want to get the closest experience, my best bet would be playing Mortal Kombat 9, because in Mortal Kombat 11, they removed the running mechanic and it's also more footsie based, just like Mortal Kombat 9 was. But if you don't have access to Mortal Kombat 9 anymore, it's okay. Playing these other games will still help you prepare in some way. And I know some people will argue and say that Mortal Kombat 11 is very different, so how would playing their past games exactly prepare you? Well, it's more like I said earlier, a gaining fighting game experience. Being able to handle pressure, build muscle memory, practice movement, and develop the fundamental skills. Things like those. The second thing you could do to prepare is to learn a brand new character. Learning a brand new character, whether that is in Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, or Injustice 2, will be one of the best things you could do right now. And that is because the process of learning that character will help you understand what to look for when learning a brand new character in Mortal Kombat 11. Specifically, learning the fundamentals from the ground up without reinforcing all those habits you already have. I know the process of learning a new character can be a little long, but it's important that you want to know what to look for to speed up the process. Most of the time, brand new players when visiting training mode make the mistake by looking for combos first and thinking that combos is the only thing you need to improve and become successful. In other words, focusing tech over fundamentals. Fundamentals is very important and the first thing you have to look at when learning a new character and in a new game overall. Fundamentals, for those who don't know, in basic terms, is movement, footsies, positioning, timing, reading, and knowing what is safe and not safe. It's pretty much covering all the basics and understanding them enough to apply them. Applying these correctly can be the difference between losing and winning. The third thing you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 is playing Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat X's story. Now, if you don't own these games, it's okay, because you can watch the full story on YouTube. I sometimes do that when I am really bored. But playing the story from the past game will obviously help you refresh your mind on what is going on in the story. And you never know, you might end up liking a new character along the way. The fourth thing you can do to prepare is to study up and learn about the new mechanics Mortal Kombat 11 offers. The more you're aware of the new mechanics, what it is and how it works, the more prepared you are and faster you'll learn once you get your hands on the game. There are plenty of videos now that you can watch on YouTube, from basic gameplays, pro players playing in tournaments, and tutorials on breaking down the new mechanics of the game. I found a perfect video teaching about the new mechanics, like crushing blows and the new meter system in Mortal Kombat 11 made from ketchup and mustard, who did got the chance to play the game. I will link their video in the description down below. I would highly recommend after you watch this video to go ahead and check this video out, because before this video was made, I was really confused on how the new mechanics worked. The fifth thing you could do to prepare yourself is playing online matches. Players need a way to test their skills, adjust and adapt against an opponent, and playing online can help you do all of that. It is honestly the only real way to improve because you are learning in a real competitive environment. You are constantly analyzing, executing strategies, getting to know what works and what doesn't work, and eventually build confidence. For some people, there is some anxiety when it comes to playing online, and it makes sense. You don't want to lose and you want to perform fine, but it's completely normal having performance anxiety if you're playing online for the first time. Trust me, my heart was racing all the time when I played Mortal Kombat 9 online matches back in the day. In the first couple of months, You'll be nervous, but the more games you play, the anxiety will eventually fade away, which is okay, it's part of the learning process. The way I see it, losing can be a good thing because you are getting valuable information and experience for the next match. But as long as you look back and see what you did wrong and adjust and adapt, you'll eventually get better. I'm gonna share you a quote that I heard somewhere that I really love, which says, "There is no shame in being weak. There is shame in staying weak, by doing nothing to improve and get better." That to me motivates me to hit the training mode. I hope that does the same for you. The sixth thing you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 is to know how to pick a main character. One of the most difficult choices you'll be experiencing in your fighting game journey will be deciding who you're going to main. Which makes sense because you'll be investing all your time getting to learn that character. Don't worry, I'll be covering more about this topic when Mortal Kombat 11 comes out on stores. But if you want to learn how to pick a main character now, you can definitely go check out my Injustice 2 video on how to pick a main character to know everything you need to know when picking a main. But to summarize that video, the first tip is to state your reasons, because your reasons will influence your choices in picking a character. For example, let us say that you pick a main character because they are easy to use. That means you're looking for a character that is straightforward to use. Or you're picking a main character because it's your favorite hero. That means you will have to accept their playing style and the time you will have to put in training mode to learn that character. Or you wanted to pick a main because of their playing style, which means you know what makes you comfortable and you don't judge on looks. You're going to be happy in getting to learn that character in training mode. These are just some of the things you will have to consider when picking a main character. That is why it's very important that you know how to pick a main character so that you're not stuck in the first few days of your Mortal Kombat experience. The seventh thing you can do to prepare yourself is to watch Mortal Kombat 11 tournaments. The ability to witness high level play from pro players and constantly seeing new tech and strategies being used is one of the reasons why tournaments is one of the best resources you can use to improve. And not only that, they're very fun to watch. Pro players are known for taking their time to master their characters, which is why you should watch tournaments, to learn from the best. Even by watching them can be enough to learn how to utilize a character fully. I would highly recommend watching tournaments throughout the year so that you can see your character being used at a high level and gather new information and tech that you can use when playing online or playing against friends. The eighth thing you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 is to understand fighting game concepts and strategies. One of the reasons why fighting games is an intimidating genre to get into is because of so many concepts and strategies a player must know and master in order to succeed. For example, knowing what neutral game is and knowing how to apply it. For those who are new to the fighting game genre, neutral game is essentially the idea of finding the best way of landing your hits without getting punished or putting yourself in a really bad situation. This can be very tricky because in order to master neutral game, you must also learn other strategies that comes with it, such as Footies, meaning the distance between you and your opponent's attacks. This strategy pretty much is all about pokes and trying to get in and punish your opponent when they mess up. The best comparison I could come up with to explain this concept is the sport fencing, where it's all about footsies, all about the attack range and a lot of poking. And this is just the start. We also have conditioning, which is another important strategy used in fighting games. So in order to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11, it is very important to try to develop these skills early by playing other fighting games that uses these things. The ninth thing you can do to prepare is to learn fighting game terminologies. One of the biggest barriers of entry is the language, the term used to explain situations or strategies in the game. This is another thing that I would highly recommend new players start learning to prepare for. Terminologies is something that you will hear most often while talking with other players or from commentators in tournaments. I remember when I first started watching my first tournament, I was lost because everybody was speaking another language, which is kinda true. So many terms is being used when playing fighting games. But you don't have to know everything, but at least know the common phrases so you're aware on what's going on. Some of these terms you will have to apply them, so be ready and know what it is. For example, common terminologies like frames, frame trap, neutral, plus, minus, counter, whiff, pressure, armor, command grab, recovery, normals, footsies, conditioning, and 50-50s. So if you're a new player and want to be ready for Mortal Kombat 11, be sure to know these definitions so you can have an easier time understanding and know what's going on. The 10th thing you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 is following people in a NetherRealm community. If you wanted to improve or keep up to date to new information, I would highly recommend being part of the community and follow the Mortal Kombat Reddit, Discord, and Twitter. Not only that, follow content creators that are passionate about the game. These people make great impact to the community, which makes great resources to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11. YouTubers who entertain, cover news, speculation, talk about the lore and mechanics. Follow pro players to keep witnessing their greatness. Everybody from the NetherRealm community. If you guys are curious to who I follow from the Mortal Kombat community, these people are Uncaged Games, Super, Maximilian, True Underdog Gaming, Dynasty, SMG Princess, Ketchup and Mustard, Brus Poet, History Behind the Warrior, Shujinki Link, Honeybee, and much more. These are just of the big channels I follow. But be sure to support the smaller channels as well, that are trying to grow and be known in the community. We are just as passionate too. Follow my friends Legend X Ronin and Ulterior Games who cover news and speculation videos. And speaking of subscribing to their channels, subscribe to my channel because I will be uploading and covering many things like tips and topics about Mortal Kombat 11. The final thing you can do to prepare for Mortal Kombat 11 could be understanding how to use training mode to its full potential. Have you ever lost to a fighting game online or with friends and they pick someone that you can't beat? So you lose over and over until you're red in the face. Fear not, because the answer to this is training mode. Training mode, it's all about spending time honing your craft, building combos into your muscle memory. Practice is just not combos either. It's all about learning pressure, footsies, conditioning, frames, movement, normals, and learn new characters. When you lose an online match, try to figure out why you lost and try to find a solution in training mode. Try to minimize your weakness by practicing those situations multiple times. A good example of this would be setting the AI to knock you down and try to figure out all your options are. What punish is good here? What kind of damaging combos can I come up with? Should I condition him, etc. If you use training mode to its full potential, you'll notice how easy and fun learning fighting games can be. I'll tell you this, there is a reason why pro players are god tier, because they use training mode to its full potential. And there you guys go, this concludes this episode of my beginner tip series. Anyways guys, if you guys enjoyed my video and would like to see more, be sure to pause for a moment and just like learning any new fighting game, I want you to button mash that like button. If you guys have any friends that need help starting off playing this amazing game, be sure to share this video. Help me help newcomers join into the Mortal Kombat community with ease. For more future Mortal Kombat 11 videos, subscribe to my channel for more content. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is MadDoggGames, and I'll see you guys next time.